Welcome to another episode of What's Your Story, and who do we have today?
My name is Chris Kyte. Damn, my bad. I didn't mean to say it like that. Yeah, nigga, I'm Chris Kyte.
All right, Chris, where you from, man?
I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Shit, lived in York for a little bit, and now I'm a resident at Myrtle Beach. Nice little place to be.
All right, so what's
Yeah.
the biggest difference in your opinion from Baltimore to South Carolina?
Honestly, just probably the people. Everything is the same, really. It's just like how people approach things. Like somebody they'd say the same thing,
Yeah,
it'd just be said differently.
yeah.
So once you get used to it, you'll slide right in. But it's a nice little environment. Everything, like I said, it's the same. But besides the people, that's the only difference.
And how was it growing up in Baltimore too?
It was fun. It was fun. I ain't gonna lie. It was always something to do. Family around, you had the buses. Everybody took the bus. So if like you didn't have a whip, it wasn't like frowned upon or like other places. Like down here, we ain't really got a bus jump like that. So
Yeah.
you can't really be like, oh, I'm gonna hop on the M6, then come holler at you. You gotta call somebody. You gotta hit the Uber down here.
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, Jones, I don't know.
I know that was one thing I noticed because I lived up north for a short period of time when I was in
Mhm.
Philly, and it was normal for people to not have a license.
Yeah, I took my girl up there and I was like, oh, we gonna go here. Like I'm taking her mad places I would go, but we was walking.
Yeah,
And she was like, why are we walking everywhere? I'm like, it's like 3 blocks this way, it's 4 blocks like I'm not thinking like I'm thinking like me, like we just gonna walk or catch the bus. Like if the walk like a for real, like a walk, like
Yeah.
more than 30, all right, we gonna catch a bus. But if not, you finna pit and pat. So I'm doing that where I'm like my feet hurt. I'm like, oh damn, I forget. You ain't used to really walking everywhere like that.
Yeah, we drive down here
Yeah, I
for
ain't.
sure.
Yeah, not really.
So we're gonna get into the nitty gritty of the story today, or of the episode, excuse me. So I'm gonna let all the viewers know. I asked Chris if he would mind getting on the platform to share some of his story. Mainly his story is music, independent artist. I wanted to give him an opportunity to talk about that grind, talk about the emotions, just the struggle really of a rapper trying to get out there and trying to get his sound out. So, enough of me talking. It's on you now. You can start whatever part of the story you want when you first fell in love with music, or you can start wherever you want to start, bro.
You want to know what's funny? I always liked music because my dad always had mad music, but I ain't really start really messing with it until me and my family had to move to Pennsylvania. And but before I dipped, me and my homeboys would like mess with music and stuff. But it wasn't like I was rapping on nothing. Like we was making beats and whatnot, but it wasn't nothing like now. And then I moved to Pennsylvania. Like how we was watching the joint early, and niggas like, yo, my man Kyte kind of nice, right?
Yeah,
Just on some regular, and I was just rapping against niggas. And then I was at this one dude's house. He was like, my man Jake Hamill and his brothers, the Hamill brothers, and they had a lot of instruments. And then I wound up making. You can look at it now. It's like a little EP, and we put it out on Facebook. Not Facebook. What's the jump before?
MySpace.
Yeah, we put it out on MySpace.
Ooh, boy, you taking it back.
But look, hey, I don't have their numbers. Like everybody knew in York, that little small town. And then, excuse me. Yeah, I was just making songs. Like I never thought about. I just thought, like even now, I just want to be known. Like yo, that nigga's nice, right? I don't even care about like if I do mad shows, that's straight. If I wind up rapping on songs with everybody, that's straight. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to be known as like, yo, that nigga's nice.
Yeah.
And that's how I always treated it. And it's funny looking back on the songs I thought I really killed. Like that joint is kind of trash now.
Yeah.
But me and my man switched. Like once I got out of school and could like link up with somebody that was like dedicated with the shit like I started like really getting into it, like listening to different patterns and rapping and things like that, studying different poets, how they would approach things, how niggas would write haikus and shit. And then I tried to just take it where I could. But at the same time, the only thing I thought of was I just want this junk to sound nice. Like at the end of the day, if you read it on paper, you would feel a certain way.
Do you remember what age you were?
What, when I first started?
When you first started like messing around with music, actually started writing lyrics and everything?
I want to say either 15 or 16. I want to say like 15 though. Like I said, I just moved to Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we niggas out at parties and shit, doing whatever niggas do, and then next thing you know, I'm behind a mic spitting raps and shit. And then like I said, we put them out. Dog, them jokes was like known up there. Like niggas was like, yo, that's Chris Kyte. I still got a slushie up there, I think. At Aloha Snow. Holler at him. Go get the Chris Kyte. Heard that joint is banging.
Oh, that's live, for real.
Yeah, real
live.
shit.
Yeah.
I ain't bullshit like that ass. Niggas
that's
just go
live.
up there, get my own little slushie.
I feel like when you do it that young as well, and you in school, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you're gonna reach a lot of people because everybody got to go to high school. You feel?
But look,
so that's live though.
It was tough because my man Hamill had went to a different school. Like everybody that I'm talking about went to different schools because I was new up there, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking like, man, I don't really know nobody. Like to me, all y'all niggas the same. Like you could say, oh, I'm from Eastern, or I'm from Columbia, y'all some Pennsylvania ass niggas to me. Like at the end of the day, so I'm just thinking like, oh, I know you, I know you, I know you. So my man that I was making the songs with, he wound up putting it on. That's when the little Mac computers came out, and he had put the CD, the EP on every computer in that bitch. So every computer had it, and so mad people from his school was listening to it, and then me and my man Ian, we was just running around knowing different people. They would be like, oh, I heard your songs, whatever. I'm freestyling over there.
Yeah.
And then my man Swish was from across the water. So I would go over there and I knew everybody over there. Them niggas over there could rap though. Like they was for real, like trying to rap, like
trying to really take it somewhere.
Yeah. Me and my man Swish was on some like looking back, it was more motivational. Like it's like I make motivational music now, but it was like, hey, we some kids, we trying to have fun. Like we ain't out in the street doing no wild shit. We just here to bring joy and shit. That's what we wanted to do.
Y'all was there to entertain.
Yeah. And like just have a good ass sound like on some Mac Miller, like Wiz Khalifa type vibe, like Pennsylvania shit. Yeah. But them niggas over there, nah, they was really trying to rap. Like my nigga 2Bs and them. Yeah, them niggas Windy City, Smitty, them niggas, they got some bars and shit in different styles. Me and Swish was making music. Swish was nice though. He was the first nigga I ever heard you know how to meet. They said Takeoff made the
yeah.
Listen, that may be true. All right, I ain't gonna say it's not. The first nigga I ever heard do that shit was my man Swish, white dude. Swear to God, dog. Like he was doing that shit like at parties. Like I'm talking about like, yo, you know how niggas be like, yo, I'm MC such a. He would go, dog, and kill that shit. Niggas be looking like, yo, what the fuck? But niggas ain't fuck with his voice like that. But I did. Like I fucked with everything he did because, like I said, that's y'all some Pennsylvania niggas. Like that's what y'all rapping. That's his style. And I thought it was tough. Like I still, dog, that nigga was tough. That nigga still is tough. But no.
I'm about to say, is he still doing music today?
I don't think so. He had a kid and he was making beats. He was nice at beats and like finding like shit we could listen to and rap on and things like that.
Yeah.
He wasn't really into the, like he could make like hooks and shit and like bridges real well. But like as far as like writing verses, I felt like he found his lane with the beats and the placements and the melodies, and then he'd be like, all right, Chris, come do whatever on it, and then I'll tie it all together. Right.
Yeah. So to piggyback off that, I just kind of thought of it when you were talking about hooks and all that. What do you feel like is your best skill?
My best skill?
Yeah, what's your best skill? Whether it's the flow, whether it's the writing, whether it's the beat selection. You know, I don't even
know. Like I would say the writing, because even a lot of the stuff I say, like how I say it, I hope that people get it how I say it, but you won't really get it until you read it yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I could say a bunch of shit, but the way I say it, it might sound super aggressive. but in my head, I want you to just hear. Like, you ever heard of like when preachers be preaching and they get into the
oh, they do that. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
When you little, you like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But if this your mom, you see your mom dying, crying, like she like, oh my, like, oh, feeling like, yes, like that's how I could compare it. Like everything else, like I try to be the best at like that I can. But if I had to stamp something, it'd probably be like my writing. Because once you like sit down and read it, and then you could piece the patterns and shit together, and then like the different schemes, then you see how it's broken down. You'd be like, oh, this nigga put something into it. It ain't like he just sat down,
yeah,
and then let it fly.
So since you've been rapping, right? How many songs do you think you've done? Not even released. They could be unreleased. Like in total, how many songs you think you've done?
You want to know what's funny? Every nigga that I recorded with probably got at least 1,000 songs, right?
1,000?
At least everybody I've recorded with.
Okay,
got at least. So I recorded with my man Swish. I know he probably got like 1,000.
Yeah.
My man like Caleb, I know he probably got like 1,000. Shit, even niggas around here like WizKid, I don't know. He probably got like 20, 30. He pulled, when I was at his studio recording the other day, he was like, yo, you remember this? I'm about to release it. I'm like, no, but you can. Like, like do you, dog, I guess. But nah, everybody, like I couldn't even tell you. Like even just like regular freestyles. Dog, it's stuff out now that I forgot I had put out. Like I just been like, yo, you just be doing it so much, like you just forget. Not because it's not memorable or not, you just be in the grind so long, it's like, shit, I don't even remember. I don't even know.
I could tell that it's a passion of yours because you just like, man, I'm just rapping. I'll just be out rapping.
Yeah, I'll be dog. Yo, if you get me in the zone, like if me and whoever, like my man Caleb, like when I moved out here, my man Aaron put me on to him because they worked at Polo together.
Yeah.
And he used to always play his beats and shit. And he was like, yo, my roommate would kill that shit. And we just went over his house one day. And he was like, yo, you rap? I was like, yeah, let me hear something. And then he played something. And I was like, yo, this shit hard. I'm about to rap right now. And I was just spitting. He was like, all right, yeah, put the headphones on. We just started from there. But yeah, if I get a good rhythm with you or if I get a good vibe, yeah, I do this shit all day, all night. The only reason why I ain't been recording like that is because Caleb live in California now. Yeah. So it's like, just like how I was recording all the time. But then when I moved out here, I'm not with switching them like that. So it's like,
yeah,
I'm by myself. Not like I'm by myself, like I don't want to do this shit, but like, I don't know, it's different. Like, nigga, you ain't really fucking scared of Superman I mean, you might be scared of Superman by himself, but you see the nigga with the rest of his niggas, you gonna be like, oh shit, like damn.
Yeah, you see with the Justice League.
Yeah, they about to do some things. Yeah. It's about to go down.
So with that being said, it sounds like you need a good group of people or just people that you really vibe with and, you know, get good vibes from to make the best or, you know, a good quality of music. Would you say, would I be correct on that? I know in the edit that gonna sound crazy. We're gonna keep all that gonna sound crazy.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Say, though,
yeah,
right?
I know what you mean. Yes and no. And I'm gonna say yes because I already got the people around me. And I'm gonna say no is because I'm the nigga that's fucking that shit up. Like I always be going to work and shit. I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do just like the other day. Yo, I'll do that. Then when the time come, I'll be like, I'll be doing some other shit. I'm like, damn, I can't do that. So then time keep going. Now it's like a month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only good thing about having that team always with you consistently is that you'll all hold each other accountable. Like one day it'll be me. The next day I could be like, hey, dog, I thought you was going to do this. You supposed to come scoop me. You might not be wanting to do this shit, but that phone call might have gave you the gumption to be like, all right, let's go do this. And then when y'all doing it, something outrageous might happen or something that you never expected. So now you got the goal to always want to go. So when that happened again with somebody else, now you saying, hey, we supposed to go do that. That's the only good thing that I like about having a team. Plus, we had a nigga like Switch would come scoop niggas or whoever had the whip come scoop niggas. I would always have bread. So I'm like, hey, what y'all want? Y'all want something to eat? This one, like, you know, you get a mix something for a bone. I'm like, hey, it's 10 niggas. Shit, I got 15. Like shit, I get a rack of burgers and then we stop at the store, I get some cigars.
Just like what we was talking about earlier with Burger King with the 10 nuggets for $1.
10 for $1.50.
Well, that girl got abused. Bro.
Look, see? I'm the same nigga. The same technique I had up there when I ain't know no better, I was just doing the same stuff down here because that's what was getting me through. And like, yeah, I had a job and everything, but I was just thinking like, I'm just trying to make this, like make music happen. And like, I wasn't really thinking about nothing on the real. I was just thinking about just rapping. Like I said, I didn't care if we was popping. I just wanted to rap, do some shows, go out. We get paid. Like I was even to the point, if I got paid during the show, bet. But if I didn't, I'm like, shit, we out here. Like I just wanted to be in the mix. Like my dad always said, like, you might not be the main shit getting made, but if you in the circle with all the ingredients, you might get thrown in the motherfucking mix, my nigga.
Yeah.
You gonna be a part of that shit. So I always thought like that. Like if I was always around, I don't know a nigga that know me that don't know I'm good at rapping, or at least
that's true.
Half-ass at it, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't like I'm the person that'll roll up on you like, yeah, I'll be rapping. Yeah. I never do that to nobody because I think that's kind of cheese. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Anybody that's good at anything, like, nigga, if you seen Jay-Z walking down the street, you think you about to be like, yeah, man, I'll be rapping sometimes. Fuck no. That nigga wouldn't even talk to you probably, but you know though, but you just know. Like, that's how I figured, that's how I'll be good at anything because everybody that's around me and my family, like my uncle, like the best barber I know. Niggas know he cut hair. He not about to walk up and down the street with no clippers. Niggas just know, man, he that nigga to cut hair. You know what I'm saying? My dad know how to build shit. He don't gotta walk up down the street with the hammer, but you know, you need something built.
Call him. Right there. Call him right there.
Yeah. So
what's the biggest difference that you've seen from having a team and your team moving away? What's the biggest difference in your like the way you make music? Because you don't have your core around you. Everybody's doing their own thing in different parts of the United States. Like, have you worked with other engineers or producers?
Stuff
and like, what's the biggest difference you see from your team and from working with new people that you don't know?
So like working with the team, they'll tell you like, nah, shut that shit up, like quick, like. But like I know me being larger and like my voice and shit, I could be somewhere and I'll say something, but if you don't know me, you like, damn, this nigga probably tripping. But if you knew me, you like, oh, he's straight, like just let him know, whatever. So like recording that shit, like I record with Jeremy, my man WizKid down here. Like I love recording with him because he'll say something every now and then, but he just gonna let you ride. Yeah. Like if you got an idea and you tell him like, yo, this is what I want to do, he gonna let you fly. But if I was back home or something, Switch would be like, nah, don't say that. And I'd be like, all right, bet. Or he'll really listen to what I'm saying. Cause like I said, I like it like if you heard or read what I was writing, you could see what I'm saying. So he knows that. So he's being my engineer listening, but he'll listen to if I say the same word twice, right? But it don't really make sense. He just know I'm being lazy with the shit. He'll cut the whole shit and be like, hey, you said this. I think you might want to say something different. Now I might get tight or something just because I'm thinking like, damn, I thought I killed that shit. But my mans know we got a goal in mind. You should probably change that. A lot of other niggas just be like, oh, that shit hard. Like it might be hard, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's the main difference, not having somebody to be like, yo.
You feel like the team gonna keep it real with you. They gonna want to sharpen your sword.
Yeah, my nigga Jeremy, that nigga, hey. Nah, dog, you gotta say it like this. Like he the most in depth with the shit. Be like, you need to say it like this. And even if I think I'm doing it, that's my man. He know like at the end of the day, we gotta go. So he gonna keep telling me, even to the point where he get pissed off. And then I see him getting pissed off. I'm like, damn, I think I'm doing the right thing. But then I had to switch up and be like, all right, this what he mean. Like I had to think about it, but we both get there. If it was just some random nigga, they not really trying to do that. You know
they're not that invested.
Yeah. And I mean, you don't even, it's just certain niggas that's like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a difference between, damn, I wanted to say it's a difference between Diddy and some other nigga. But
oh yeah, he the wrong person
to use. He's the wrong person now. But no, the reason why I said that, I seen a video like when he was doing that song with Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole was killing the shit. And then everybody like, yo, what? He cut that shit off like, nah, do that shit over.
Yeah.
Not because it wasn't good enough, but y'all got a goal in mind. It might sound like it's almost there, but it ain't yet. And it takes certain people to have that gift to do that. Because a lot of people look at this nigga like, yo, you a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
But in reality, you got a goal to get there. It's just what it is. Like,
that reminds me of Empire, the show. I didn't finish it, but we watched like 2 or 3 episodes. But like the first episode, girls in the studio singing, killing it. Absolutely killing it, right? And Lucius is like, nah, cut it. It ain't there yet.
Yeah.
So she getting frustrated, like, it ain't there yet. It ain't there yet. Then he brought up something traumatic that happened to her brother, I think. I think her brother got killed or something. He was like, you know, let that pain of losing your brother come out of your voice. You know what I'm saying? And then she did it like one more time after he said that, hit it on the head. So I kind of get what you mean, like those people that's gonna push you to being as close to perfection as you can be, especially when you have a goal in mind.
Yeah, because I mean, anybody can rap. Like, especially nowadays, you got a phone. You can record yourself rapping and take one person to like the shit, and then you out there. You know what I'm saying? So anybody can do it, but it's only certain niggas like you hear and you like, all right, like this nigga trying to do something.
Yeah. So what about rap as a listener? Or even music in general, you don't even necessarily have to be rap. What about music draws you to like it? Like for me, it's lyrics. I'm a lyric head. I love lyrics. Like I'll be real, like when Young Thug and all them first started coming out and doing the different, you know, cadences and stuff with their voice, I wasn't a fan at first. They had to grow on me because I'm so into lyrics, and it used to bother me because I couldn't understand what they were saying. And then when I found out what they were saying, I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It had to grow on me. I had to learn it. You know what I mean? So like as a listener of music, what draws you to like a certain, like, you know what I'm saying, like a certain songs or?
I fuck with music now. Just, I mean, obviously it's nice to listen to and shit, but like now, you gotta think they taking books and shit away. Like that's the closest thing we got to history right now.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, everybody was writing. You know what I'm saying? So your top poets and shit was like who niggas was looking at, right? So now it's 2024. Every other day they talk about taking books and shit away, but you could find like 10 kids rapping from where they from. And you get an idea what was going on in that time period and that situation. Yeah. And you could do that with people everywhere. So in reality, like if it was back in the day where niggas was still fucking with books, like the only niggas that we would look at like Shakespeare and then would purely be like Jay-Z and whoever the biggest is now. But now, since there are no books like that, like nigga, who the top fucking author? Like J.K. Rowling, nigga? Like what's she writing about? Like, I mean, you could get stories and shit from it, but it ain't the shit them niggas was writing about. But now you got niggas that's actual artists, like recording artists that's putting out shit, and you getting more information through about life and the community than what you want to get from whoever putting out books now. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like music is a timestamp.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like, think about it, especially now with the fact that you can like record your voice and say shit now. Like, oh yeah, that shit gonna go through the roof. But the more they taking books away and like, I don't even want to say like truths, you know what I mean? But they putting out whatever they want to put out, and I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist or not. But they gonna put out what they want to put out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They not gonna put out whatever MC what the fuck say about what really happened in the community, or like they got all these situations out. Like, remember when they said it was the alien in Miami? Yeah. And they said it wasn't? Yeah. All it takes is for one nigga that recorded the shit to rap about the shit and to put it out, and then we really gonna find out what happened. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how I look at music now. Don't get me wrong, like I love to listen to it and shit, but like at the end of the day, like that's our news. That's our whatever. Like, it is what it is. Like when that 444 and that like I keep bringing up Jay-Z, but think about when that shit came out. They was talking about don't be the nigga, don't get caught up with shit, don't be, hey, start putting your money in some other shit going down. Look at it now.
What's more important than throwing your money in a strip club? Credit. Yeah, that's one of the best lines from that song for me. Honestly, for me. So you are an independent artist, of course. How was that journey for you? I know you're not really trying to reach certain heights. You just want people to know, hey, he's very talented.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he has skills and the certain skill set in music. But as an independent artist, like, what's the toughest thing you felt like you've had to deal with when it comes to making the music and putting it out? Because I don't believe, well, I don't know. It's your story, so I don't want to put anything on your like creative, on like your creative process. Like, whether it was difficulty in the creative process where you just had writer's block and you couldn't think of anything, or whether just financially, always having to like pay for stuff like studio time, music videos. If you don't have that team around you that have their jobs and everything, what's the toughest thing you felt like you've had to deal with on this independent grind?
Honestly, just people taking the shit serious, because like everybody trying to get $1 out of it. So it's like, if somebody hear that like I do music and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, say it's like 10 promoters and they all want you to do stuff. There's probably only one that's really going to help you out, but you got to pick that one, right?
Yeah.
And if you keep going in that situation, you probably might not even pick the one. So then you just down here doing whatever. And like I said, I'm not really trying to focus on getting somewhere, but at the same time, I don't like wasting my time either. Like, if I'm a rap on some beats, I know that the best way for me to get seen and heard is by rapping on beats that are all original. So all of these beats are me and my mans we made, or my mans made. This ain't no middle of the mall
this
shit.
Ain't no rip from YouTube.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dog, I went to a show. Damn, that Spanish joint on 17. Went in there. All of them had beats offline by the same nigga, right? Mm-hmm. Every time the song came on, you heard whatever his tag was. And I'm like, see, that's the thing. Like, everybody can rap. Like, that's fine. Like, I have no problem with that. Like, but at the same time, now, if I'm really passionate about the shit, I got songs about me and my nephew, right? Mm-hmm. What I look like going there rapping that shit about me and my nephew? I'm crying on the mic, and then here you come, such and such on the beat. Hey, bitch, dabba. Like, it don't. At that point, I'm wasting my time, because not like, I know we doing the same thing, but it ain't the same. And it's hard to just try to keep yourself separated, but still in your lane.
Yeah.
Because it ain't like I don't want to sound like I'm hating or disrespecting. I just want to make sure everybody can eat. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure we all moving at the same pace. Because if we at the club, we at that show, I'm doing a song about my nephew, but everybody that came there and there's execs there that want to hear some turn up shit, I just wasted my time. And the nigga that sang some da is going to get a better look than I would, because they thinking that's all I'm about. But in reality, I'm trying to get a best performance. The best performance is going to be something where you see me giving my all, not some other nigga just drunk jumping around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Because I look at this shit like, for real, like an art. Like, nigga, like, I don't know. Like, that's just how I look at it. I'm not like, nothing I ever rapped like was like I didn't do, or I didn't know a nigga that I was right next to doing it.
Yeah.
So everything I'm saying is for real. So if you come up there, you got your song, like, I fuck with your song. But if I'm performing some shit that's really from my fucking heart, I don't feel like it should be in the same category. That's like when Kobe was talking about hooping. The fuck I look like passing you the ball, nigga? I'm out here balling like it's my last fucking game. You balling because you nigga, you got $5 million, nigga. Hell yeah, I'm balling. But you not balling like Kobe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not comparing myself to that, but that's how I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like, I'm for real out here. Thing. Nigga, I stayed up all like that Free Bib song. Nigga, I cried writing that shit.
I thank the Lord above for looking down and being prosperous. It's like a fashion show. The police watching, cameras flashing us, but we some good kids. The women that we with is bad enough.
Like, that's a hype ass song. Like, people love that shit. But I for real cried writing that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, that's some real shit. Even when I perform it, I still like tear up thinking about, damn, my nigga went to jail. This same nigga that was helping me out, he go to jail. Now I gotta help him out. Like, it's a fucked up situation, but that's what we in. And then here come whoever.
Not taking it serious, just doing.
And that's the only thing. But everything else, like, it don't matter what you do. If you're passionate about it, you going to do it regardless. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You going to do it. Whether it's to the level of like the biggest or just your level. you gonna do the shit. And if you good in any aspect, you gonna get your look. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to just do whatever with it at that point.
Yeah, it's timing. Everything is with timing. Everything is with timing.
Because like niggas used to ask me all the time, like, yo, how do you think your career gonna turn out? I was like, at the very worst, it's gonna turn out where I'm at right now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the highest, I could see me being like fucking like, I don't know, like Currency. Like the nigga just dropped tapes and he just got people that's gonna listen, whether it's 50,000 or 500,000. He always gonna have people listening. That's how I wanted to be. Like, no matter what I drop, niggas will be like, yo, that shit tough. Or like my man Saha the Prince. Like the nigga's an incredible writer, incredible freestyler. Mm-hmm. Nigga got a couple tapes. But he don't need to be doing all the shows and shit. He's still where he need to be at. And he write for the biggest artists out. So I do that all day.
Yeah, I feel like you saying that, I can see that. Like, that's your lane. You have a cult fan base, like Currency. Mm-hmm. Like even Wiz, before Wiz blew
before
up,
he started going out there.
Yeah, going into the stratosphere. You know what I mean?
Yo, I remember when I was up in Pennsylvania, Wiz would do shows locally. Yo, the whole shit packed out. And this is before fucking shit. When was this? This like fucking Ink My Whole Body, like that time frame, like 06 through 09, like that shit. Like that was a whole different era of music, but
very different,
yeah. Now it's, I don't know. I fuck with everybody for the most part because everybody can rap. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like their style or not, at the end of the day, everybody can rap. But
do you look at it as therapy as well?
Sometimes, but not all the time. Like if I got something that I really need to write, like I got something on my mind, like but nah, I do that shit mainly because like I don't know, I feel like it's something I need to do. Like you know how you might get like you might go out one weekend and then Monday you like, damn, I feel big. Like let me go to the gym. It's something you need to do. You know what I mean? Like that's how I look at it. But it's just something I've been doing since I started it. Yeah. And like, I don't know. I just like doing it, to be real. And if niggas think I'm good at it, I'm going to keep doing it until I get, until I get like a songwriting deal. I'll write songs for somebody all day, all night. Like, because no matter what, like that's the best thing about music that niggas don't realize either. Like, you got to live. In order to be a rapper, you have to live in order to be good at the shit, right? Mm-hmm. Whether you young, old, if you a young nigga that's mad nice at this shit, like I'm trying to think, like I don't even know, but think about when like niggas like Eminem and them came out. Eminem been rapping for however long. He probably got popular when he's like 27, but he had to go through all that shit till he got to 27 to rap like he was doing and then get popping. Yeah. Think about niggas like 2 Chainz and shit, like even though that nigga was a rapper, he had to go through all that shit. And then like 32, 33, 34, bow. Nigga, that's you.
Yeah, J2. J
all that shit, all them different rapping styles. You hanging with Big Daddy Kane, all these other niggas, Jazzo. Yep. And then it just took you to be like, fuck it, I'm going to just do this myself. I'm going to rap like this.
Jay was 26.
26 and he dropped Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, when he dropped Reasonable Doubt, yep. So
and now your whole shit different. That's how I feel like my shit is. Like I had to go through I had to fucking move to Pennsylvania. I had to rock with Switching them. I had to go do shows and then come back home. I had to do all that. I had to come down here. I had to go through the shit I went through down here. I had to meet the different people I met down here just for me to get to where I'm at now. Because I know a bunch of people, like, I don't got to see them every day. But if I'm like, hey, look, I got something I want to do. And then I show you what I want to do. Because I never go up to somebody and be like, hey, nigga, I'm trying to do this. It costs $500. Let me get it. Like, that's cold. But I'll be like, look, remember when we was talking about this? And you said if I needed help, be like, yeah, I'll show you. And if you want to rock, hell yeah. If not, hell yeah. But you know what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Because either way, I performed or did what I was trying to do, you're going to be like, damn, that shit is fucking hard. Yeah. Even if you don't rock with it right then and there, you're going to be like, right? And then I'm going to get where I need to go, whether it's right then and there or take a little bit. We're going to get there. But yeah, everything just take time. So the right people.
So what's your favorite song of yours? you feel like you created? Or you can give me your top 3 songs.
Shit,
That you-
I don't even. I fuck with Lunch Block B. That's just a nice smooth jump. Damn. I don't even know.
Okay, so Lunch Block B.
I
And of
fuck
course,
with
just for the
that.
people, this is for the people that's out there, you know what I'm saying? People that are new to you.
Yeah.
I want, you know what I'm saying? So mainly think about them, you know what I mean? What are the 3 songs you would suggest to them?
All right. Cause I got, I it don't matter if I like the beat or whatever.
You're gonna do your thing, yeah.
So I go just for the sake of the people out there. Shit, I go, I guess Free Bib, Lunch Block B, and then damn. Oh, the joint with me and Q. Damn, what's that song called? Either song with me or Q. I don't even care. All them joints is tough. Whatever song with me and Myers, that joint go hard. Insert here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I say them 3 mainly because they all sound different. You know what I mean? Like the Lunch Block B, like that's my style. I grew up listening to fucking I guess backpack rap. Like my favorite rapper of all time is Mos Def, right?
Yeah.
So anything I make, I try to make like, if I'm a rapper, like yo, if this nigga heard it, he'd be like, yo, this shit tough, right? Yeah.
That's a new one. I don't hear a lot of people say Mos Def.
Nigga, Mos
I think
Def,
you're the first person I ever heard say Mos Def.
Nigga, Mos Def is probably like, yo, I don't even know. Like
people don't even bring up Mos Def, which is crazy. I mean,
Look.
probably because we're younger. You know what I mean?
You know, I think
he was popping when we were like, we probably weren't even born yet. Some of us.
shit,
real.
you gotta think like Mos Def, when that nigga was out, he did the shit with Kweli, 5-star album with Black Star.
Yeah.
Dropped his own shit, 5-star album with Black on both sides.
Yeah.
Then had movies coming out. And had the Jordan brand deal package coming out. Then he chilled for a little bit because he's making movies.
Yeah.
Then he came out with a CD because niggas like, yo, you can't do shit that you want to do. You got to drop something for it. So he came out with some bullshit. Then right after that, dropped another fucking, like, yo, that nigga raps, yo.
His work ethic is
that
insane.
Nigga's a rapper. Like, he's been in fucking circles with like Jay-Z, Big Pun, Talib Kweli, like them niggas rapping, and niggas like, yo, that nigga's fucking nice.
I totally forgot he did Carmen until you said,
yeah,
he did Carmen. A lot of people don't know about Carmen, especially the younger generation. They don't know about Beyonce getting shot.
See, that's the difference between niggas like you on, like that's like with sneakers and shit now. Like, nigga, you ain't a sneakerhead like that. Nigga. You just, it's cool to
you
do
just following
now.
the trend right now.
Yeah, nigga, you ain't never had your grandma drive to 6 different malls for a fucking pair of shoes, nigga.
Waiting in line.
Nigga, you ain't never, dog. I don't want to hear that shit. You ain't never. Nigga, you ain't never stayed the night in the parking lot to get Madden at 12 a.m. You ain't a real gamer, nigga. You just play this shit now. Niggas be faking the funk. Niggas ain't really into this shit. Like, that's what I mean. Like, niggas don't be really serious. You start asking niggas, and look, if I ask you who's your favorite rapper, I have no right to be like, nigga, that's trash. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be like, nigga, you like that? Nigga, like, what? Hell no. Because, I mean, every rap is rap. Like, rap is culture. Everything is tough. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm like, yo, who your favorite rapper? And a nigga say fucking like, no disrespect, like, what's the white yo name? Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
Like, the nigga, that nigga's all right.
Yeah.
But nigga, that's your fate of all time, nigga. Oh, nigga, he wouldn't even say he his favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean. Like, nigga, y'all niggas ain't. I get it. I get it.
That's the difference between someone like you who actually has a passion.
Yeah, like,
and
nigga,
someone who just doing it just because it's the thing to do with.
I ask a nigga, I'll be like, yo, name me a 5 mic album. Niggas won't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah. And then I'll be like, yeah, XXL. Niggas be like, what are you fucking talking about? I say Benzino. Niggas will say, what, Coil Ray Dad? Nigga, you not a rat. You don't know. Like, nah. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying. A lot of people don't even know that he had a source.
You know, like, yo, that nigga, like, yo, whatever niggas want to say about Benzino and him being on those different shows and being a goofball, whatever, niggas can say that. But in reality, when it come to rap history, that nigga got a footprint. Like him.
He definitely do.
Yeah, like, yo, a lot of niggas, I still to this day wish I could get a 5 mic album. They never gonna do this shit again. I wish I could do that. Like that was one of my goals when I was like, yo, I'm trying to be a rapper. Nigga, I want a 5 mic album.
Yeah.
Like it's not that many niggas that got a 5 mic album. Like, nigga, I'm trying to get there. Like
I love that you're so passionate because people that know me know how much I love music as well. Of course, you know that too.
yeah, dog.
So we can have this talk real quick. But do you think Double XL? Do you think they lost some of their sauce, bro?
Do I think they lost some of the songs? No.
Remember when the Double XL freshmen used to come out when we were younger? It was like, oh, these the guys.
You gotta remember though, back then that was our internet.
Facts. That's
so
exactly.
That's what it was. Like you waiting every month. Now it's every day. Every 8 hours.
The internet changed a lot.
Yeah, like that's the difference. Like, yo, I remember like they don't make the Sports Illustrated magazines no more, right?
Yeah.
My nigga Bob's, Big Bob's. Matter of fact, he got a restaurant up there, Bullies. Get the food, shit banging. Niggas Bob. We would go record, Swish would pick me up. We would drive to Bob's house, record at Bob's crib. As soon as you walked in this shit, he had a whole wall of Sports Illustrated. All covers, because the nigga loves sports like that.
Yeah.
You can't even think of like kids that, what is there to do that's like that besides buying cards and shit? But even then, when you buy the cards, niggas is trying to flip the cards for the bread. So it's like, goddamn, you can't even do what you really want to do no more. And the whole shit fucked up. Like having something every day and not being able to sit on it and really digest it and take it in, that's what fucked up everything. Like it's cool that we all in touch and we could do shit, but you ain't got no time to sit on nothing.
Yeah.
Like niggas will see a girl and be like, yo, that's the baddest bitch I ever seen. I dig it. Yeah, she look good. The baddest bitch you ever seen? What about tomorrow, dog? Hey, what's going on? Like, come on, yo.
So I got two more things. What was, since being a rapper, what was like the craziest story that you've had since being a rapper? Like, where somebody, like, you know this shit happened because they knew you was a rapper. Or something like that.
Knew I was that. All right. The craziest thing I ever had happen. All right. Me, my nigga Swish, my nigga Moneybags. We had in Pennsylvania, we was the dream team. I got the shit, the DRA, right?
Yeah.
So we was doing shows. We did a show. We did mad shows for community niggas. We did quinceañeras. We did block parties. We did shows with Mac Miller. Like we was out there a little bit. Niggas fuck with us. We did a block party in Pennsylvania, if you know what that is, State Patty's Day. We was everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So my man Bob's was going to school at the one top ass shit in I think it's like New Hampshire, some Connecticut, one of them Jones.
Yeah.
So he like, yo, it's gonna be y'all, Waka Flocka, and D Block for Halloween.
Yeah.
At this jump. We like, for real? Nigga, but like I said, I'm not looking at me trying to be popping. I just want to be in the mix.
Yeah.
Like we doing shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, nigga can't say I ain't doing, we doing shows. So we wound up getting up there and shit. We go shopping, do all types of shit, right? We get to the club. We waiting to do sound check, all types of shit. We do sound check, whatever. It's time to do show. Had some drinks in there. My bet. We on stage rapping, nigga. Mind you, we opening. So it ain't really like it's supposed to be packed out, but we the opener, so it ain't.
Everybody not there yet.
Yeah, and I'm used to the opening crowd because, like I said, I'm a fan of this shit. I know you ain't about to just start out. You did a couple shows and now we go here and the shit packed out. No, nigga, like this is all practice. Like you ramp your shit up. So every show we do though, me and Swish will find whoever's the hypest in the crowd and keep pumping them up. Because whoever you pumping up in that section, that little other section, they gonna get pumped up. You know what I'm saying? And then hopefully it'll keep going. And it's going to stop eventually, but you get your little. We doing that shit. It's some niggas dressed like wrestlers. They hype as shit. The one nigga drunk as shit get on stage, right? And he jumping up and down while we rapping. I'm like, all right, like.
Yeah, let him rock.
Yeah, right? Another nigga come up there, and I look at my man Chad that we brought with us. I'm like, yo, Chad, like, we got to get these niggas off the stage. Like, we just, like, mind you, we don't know nobody like that. So I don't want them to think like, oh, they part of us. we just bringing niggas on. They break something, then it's on us.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, we gotta get these niggas off. So I go back, I turn around, hey, Chad, da. Right?
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I hear, right?
Yeah.
My nigga Chad got the wrestler nigga. Never been in a fight before this. I never seen Chad yell at nobody before this, nigga. Like, now I never even seen, dog, he the type of nigga, he'd be like, excuse me. And then if you didn't move, he'd be like, trying to find a whole different way around. Like, he's that nice of a guy. He got this nigga going to work. The stage had to be like 3 feet off the ground. Nigga, they fall off the stage. Right?
Yeah.
The other nigga up there, my man Meezy with us, he look at these niggas fighting. He look at the other nigga that was standing by him. He look back. He look at the other nigga go, what the fuck you gonna do? Meezy look at the mic. Nigga, the shit echoing everywhere, right? I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Next thing I know, niggas is coming up like the stage. My nigga, my man Swisher and Moneybags run and hop a fence. Nigga, they across the street. They like, nigga, like, I'm trying to think of something. Oh, from, at Broadway, across the street is the fucking, the buffet right there.
Yeah.
That's how far away they was, right?
Yeah.
Meezy and Chad knuckling. The niggas start coming up the stage. Meezy jumps off stage, start knuckling the nigga. They friends jump up there. I grabbed the one, throw him off stage, grabbed another, throw him off stage onto my mans and shit by accident, and then just start piecing up the last nigga, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, security, because it's supposed to be niggas there. Like, they wouldn't even have been there on stage if the security niggas was right there.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, security. And I even grab it, yo, security, right? Meezy fighting the nigga clocked Meezy, right? Head him. Meezy like this. I said, please throw the mic at him again. He picked the mic up. Just start echoing again. Yo, echoing hard as shit. So then we start jumping the nigga, go find Chad. He got the one nigga laid out. He stomping on some other nigga. I'm like, yo, Chad, you good? He's like, yeah, bro, I'm fucking hype. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know that they jumped across the shit yet, right?
Yeah.
I'm still like in knuckle mode, security and shit roll up. And like, yo, what's going on? Like, they holding us back. Like, yo, what's going on? Like, what the fuck? We like, nigga, what's going on? Nigga, what the fuck with you? Like,
where were you at?
Yeah, like, our song's still playing. Like, it's wild. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And now I look over, I see them niggas across the street, right? Yeah. Now look, Swisher ain't the type of nigga to fight. You know what I'm saying? My nigga, Moneybags Daryl will fight you, but he a smaller nigga. He like 5'5", like 110. He gonna keep his shit on him, type type size nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you his size or a little bit bigger, he'll throw hands. But if it's really, he might up it on you. No, and that's no disrespect to him or nothing. That's just what it is. Like, nigga, if I was fucking 5'5", 110, nigga, fuck that. I'll throw hands with you, but that's the wild nigga. Somebody getting popped at. Like, I can't. Nigga, it was like, dog, I swear, dog, it was a Hulk Hogan nigga dressed that had the Rock mask on, a nigga that had the Stone Cold vest on, a nigga that had the Heartbreak Kid, the
Shawn Michaels.
Yo, dog, we had thrashed them niggas. Yeah, dog, I thought we was going to jail. Like, for real, the cops came and everything, and it was like, what happened? I was like, man, these niggas jumped on stage and shit, and swishing them weren't like scratched up or nothing, but they was with us, so they telling the story. And then after, I'm like, man, fuck it, dog. I'm like, Bob, let's just go back there, because it was like his school and shit. He knew the people up there. Yeah. I'm like, fuck it, Bob, let's get our bread and like dip, because we was gonna get $500. Yeah. Right? It's like 6 of us. We was gonna split the 500. Right? Yeah. Nigga like, oh, I ain't got the money, like, the show over. I'm like, what the fuck you mean the show over? Like, Jada and them ain't even performing. I'm like, nigga, ain't even no people here. What you mean the show over? Like, he like, man, I ain't got no bread to give y'all. I was like, I start snapping. I'm like, nah, you giving us something, because we drove from Pennsylvania to past New York, nigga, like up Boston, somewhere in New Hampshire, like New England type shit. I'm like, nah, you paying us, nigga. And then I'm like, fuck that, Bob. I'll walk over here. You handle that shit. Because Bob was like our manager at the time. But he was just our homeboy that's trying to get the shit cracking. Nigga, I don't know. We ain't never get paid. We just go back to Bob's crib, wind up drinking and shit, taking shit out of his crib, and then going back home. But yeah, nigga, all that shit happened in a 24-hour span, nigga.
Yeah, that shit sounds
Like,
crazy.
I mean, me fucking nigga, only nap I had was in the club. Like when we first got there, like I told you, we went shopping and everything, went to the club.
Yeah.
I went in the back. They had the VIP section set up with a little round chair in the cut. I went right in there. I said, wake me up in an hour. Then hour hit, woke up, went right back at it. All that shit happened. Then like I said, after that, we drove back. Had to drive back home, nigga.
Yeah.
That was the wildest shit. We, like, I ain't gonna lie, me and my niggas was doing some wild, like, yo, we did some,
up there. It sounded like
we was having fun. Like, we was at places where niggas was like partying, college niggas, you know what I'm saying? Niggas too drunk. Y'all remember we did a show at IUP in Pennsylvania. And I did like 3 songs, and this bitch got on the jump, started taking her top off, started wilding out. I don't even remember finishing performing. Like dog, that shit happened, and then like other niggas got on stage. They started wilding out on the stage. I'm on the side of the stage, like rapping and shit with niggas. Like we all standing there looking, but I'm yada da 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 like yada da. Like dog, I've performed and did at some weird places, but like I said, I like doing that because that's part of the grind. Like you can't. I don't think any rapper that's out right now that you would consider famous for doing it. They, at one point in their career, they performed in a crowd with 20 or less people, and they did it more than 5 times. If you didn't, you're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Because if you go up there and you see his fucking nigga, if I say, yo, I'm gonna do a show tomorrow in the parking lot, but y'all 2 niggas was there, you know I'm still finna rap that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm about, you know I'm about to kill that shit. It's some niggas that wouldn't do it. And that's what I mean. Like, you're not really doing this shit to do it. If you want to do this shit for some bread, you might as well just go get a job.
Yeah.
Go get you a job. Make sure it's a nice, decent job where you got time off where you can put into this and then get it going from there. But if you thinking like, now don't get me wrong, there's some niggas that's like that. Like that's just, hey, that's what I'm going to do. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And they want no popping. And that's a blessing and a half. But 9 times out of 10, ain't about to go like that. Especially if you're not about to study. A lot of niggas ain't finna. If I told a nigga, yo, name me one song all black on both sides. Like from that Mos Def album.
Yeah.
Hey, look at me crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna be a rapper? You don't, or fucking give me a song off of fucking Biggie first CD.
Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't know.
That's not a single. Yeah. Niggas would be like, who the only nigga on Biggie first CD? Niggas would be like, I don't know. You can't be a rapper if you like. You can't. I don't know. You can't be a basketball player if you don't know fucking who Shaq is, nigga.
Yeah.
You don't even gotta be playing his position, but
everybody know who Shaq is.
You gotta study. A lot of niggas don't want to study. That's why shit sound like it do now. It ain't. You could tell niggas don't study.
Yeah. They
just making songs, which is a blessing. But I couldn't make no shit. Like I said, I make shit, and I'm thinking like if it's Mos Def here, they gonna be like, yo, this nigga's nice.
Yeah.
It's a lot of niggas that make songs. Whoever their favorite rapper is, I know they not hearing that shit and be like, yeah, this nigga's nice. They just gonna be like, oh, that's that nigga style. You know what I'm saying? Right.
So with that being said, we're gonna wrap this up.
My bad.
No, you good. Hey, no, I love that. Bad, I love that. Trust me. But so just look into the camera. That one right there.
Mm.
Any words of encouragement you got for anybody that's chasing the same thing that you're? Yep, that one right there.
My bad.
No, you good, bro. that you're chasing. Any advice? Any words of encouragement? Just go ahead and say it to that camera right there, because you know this channel is all about helping others. So.
Whatever you think you need, you've already seen it, touched it, or had it. You just got to get it all together at the same time. Like we said earlier, timing is key. So don't try to rush shit. You can't wash your clothes, put it in the shit, and then stare at the washing machine because it ain't done in 10 minutes. It's going to take its time. And then even after that, you got to dry the shit. You can't be mad at the dryer or the wind not blowing hard enough to dry. You got to wait. It's okay to wait. And while you waiting, and when you get discouraged, just work on whatever you need to get better. Because all that anger and shit is going to jam you the fuck up. You're going to say some shit that you can't take back. And it's going to take you way further back than the time it took to get you forward. So just take your time. Shit going to work out. It always will. And even when it don't, something worked out. You just ain't there yet because it ain't your time. You'll get there. Everybody get there. Niggas get there.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
You gotta
I
take your
love
time, yo.
that. And look up Chris Kyte music.
Hey, KYTE.
Yep. On all platforms. Check him out. I'm pretty sure you're gonna love what you're gonna hear.
I hope so.
That wraps up another episode of What's Your Story?
Oh yeah. And even if you don't like it, tell me I'm ass so I can tell you thank you. Oh yeah, that's live. That's real.
All right.